goodness. Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Candy Coated Conversation with your girl Candace here and my co-host Tamika Heavy on the slot. Hey Tamika.
Hi, Candy.
Hey girl, look, how was your day?
My day was great. How was yours?
Look, I started to get annoyed. I started to get annoyed at the end because I ran over a little bit. And why at the end of the day, now we not gonna say it aloud, but you know what type of call I got that had my nerves like frazzled. But it's okay. It's okay. It
Yeah.
turned out to be okay. It turned out to be okay, girl. But like
Look,
I
on
started to
those, you
get
just gotta say a quick prayer
Yes, I
and
started to
call it
get
back to
triggered
sleep.
again, but it worked out. Oh, let's see who we got here. Let's who's early birding today? Hey, Worthy Family Channel. Hey, Gold Digger.
Hey,
Hey,
Gold.
Daniel Berry. Happy Wednesday.
Hey,
How is
Daniel.
everyone today?
I hope everyone is well. Good to see you all.
Yes. Hey, Coco. How's it going? Just checking in with everybody. We're going to take a few minutes, let a couple people drift in before we start the conversations today. Hey, Sharon, how are you today? I hope everybody has been having a wonderful Hump Day Wednesday. We are almost through the week, y'all, and I'm so excited. I do not know what to
We
do
are
with myself.
almost done. Just say,
Yes,
okay, today is done. So, well, for you it's done, but then you'll have 2 more days. So really, you have one more day because Thursday and then Friday.
I know. Hey, Go Butter.
Hey, go butter.
Yes, look, please hit the like button on y'all way in. You guys, look, we trying to grow and build something here, and you got everybody's part of the process, fam. So hit the like button on your way in. It is much appreciated. And look, I'ma say like all the rest of these YouTubers say, look, it's free and it don't cost you nothing, so go and give it to me. Why not? Hey, look, come on up here, Go Butter. Look, you need to get in this conversation today. Look, I want some participation today. Let's have a little participation today. Y'all come on up. Y'all are y'all scared to get up here? Tell the truth. Let's talk about it real quick.
Yeah, I want to know.
I definitely understand that we have people that just really do like to chat and they just like to sit in the chat. But y'all know, oh my goodness, I'm talking all this mess and I forgot to put the dang link in. Let me put the link in the chat, y'all, so y'all can jump
You
in.
just gotta
Look, I
pin
was
it,
rushing today,
Candy.
y'all. Huh?
I put it in. You just gotta pin it.
Oh, okay. Thank you,
I
Tamika.
think to pin it is like you have to be on your YouTube actual channel maybe. So I can't do it from that.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't know all the
We'll
ins and
talk
outs,
about
but
it later.
let me go get this pen. Let me get this pen, you
But it's
guys,
dropped though. So guys, the link is dropped. Candy's about to pin it.
because I really do feel like this may turn into a funny conversation. Because I was even thinking about this. Like, have I ever? You look, I got to refer back to the Jamaican when we get into this topic for today, and it really wasn't. No, let me just save it till we start the conversation. But look, it did. Look, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Okay, so it is pinned at the top. Come on up and join the conversation. Ladies, yeah, I know someone has dealt with this before. I know this for a fact. So I want y'all to get on up here and let's talk about this. But of course, we're going to start the day off warming up a little bit. Hey, Coco, how are you today?
Hey
Or
Coco
this
Dree.
evening, rather.
I'm good. I'm a little tired, but I'm good. I've been wrestling with my
Oh,
head all day.
oh, what you doing to it?
I don't. My hair is like my natural hair is really curly, and whenever I wash it, for some reason, it just gets real tangled. So I've been detangling. I was supposed to get my hair braided today, and my sister-in-law was gonna do it, but I really been wrestling with my head all day. So now it looks like I'm gonna get it done on Friday, but at least my hair will be detangled. I
Okay,
still
you
got
can
one
do it.
section to go. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, now you guys, okay, we definitely Oh wow, I definitely this is a sensitive subject for me. But I'm glad to see this, and actually, this is something that I actually need to reach out to my sister-in-law about. Before we get into the story, do you guys recall me? Hey, Go Butter, how you doing, lady?
Hey, go
Um,
butter.
Fine. How y'all doing? I miss
Good,
y'all.
good, yes. So, do you guys? I may have to do a little reminder because I know that I've mentioned it before. When we've had conversation over on Banger's channel. I don't really know if I've talked about it too much over here. Um, Maybe I have, but do you guys remember 2 years ago when they had that very bad mass shooting here in Texas at the elementary school? All the children
Yes, and your cheek.
were
Yeah.
unalived. Yeah, and the teachers and one of the teachers that was unalived during that massacre um, was my sister-in-law's sister. And I
No.
see, yeah, yeah.
I'm
It was
sorry.
that was honestly the worst funeral that I've uh ever. Give me a minute, you guys.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm so
I'm
sorry.
sorry, Candy.
Oh,
That was one of the worst funerals. They're all sad, but just to be driving through a town where people are literally just um kneeling down in the street, you know,
Mm.
as the procession is going through the whole little small town, and just to realize out of a small town, so many of the children are gone, and of course, my sister-in-law losing her sister that way, and so yeah, and I can see how it has changed my sister-in-law, and so I see here that one of the stories on the shade room here. Let me share. So on the top of the shade room here today, um, and I'm gonna get the details right along with you guys, and then later on I'll reach out to my sister-in-law. But it says
You need
Uvalde
me to
school
read it?
shooting. Yeah, please, can you?
Yeah, sure. Hold on one second. Let me make it bigger for my computer so I don't get tongue tied. Okay. Uvalde, am I saying that right?
Uvalde. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Uvalde school shooting victims' families reached 2 million settlement with Texas City as the 2-year anniversary approaches. The families of the Uvalde school shooting victims have reached a settlement with Texas City. On May 24th, 2022, 19 children and two teachers were killed in the massacre at Robb Elementary School. Nearly 2 years later, the families are being monetarily awarded. Additionally, the city will provide enhanced training for current and future police officers. Designate May 24th as an annual day of remembrance. The father of 9-year-old victim announced that the families will continue their effort towards justice and will be suing the school district and the officers. According to CNN, he says that no amount of money is worth the lives of our children. Justice and accountability has always been my main concern. And then it just say click the link. Candice, I'm so sorry. And I'm sending you,
Yeah,
as of the candy canes, is sending you love, strength, and comfort.
yes, yes.
yeah. I'm just really thinking about my sister-in-law, and like I said, I just got off work, so I need to call her. But this story is very to me for all those children that lost their lives. is this story saying 2 million for all of them? That's a slap
Yeah,
in the
that's what I
face.
want to know. I hope it's each at least. I hope it's each because 2 million and
Like
they
that's
have to split
a
that.
slap in the face.
That is a slap in the face. Correct. Insult
Right.
on
Definitely.
the parents' grief. On the family's grief. Like that's an insult.
Yep.
Awful.
And it's a slap in the face, especially given the fact that Eva had one child, right? Her child is now um has just become a mother, and she didn't get to experience any of that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
it just makes me so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so take over for something for me, somebody, please.
Yeah, sure.
Just give
No
me a few
problem.
minutes.
Yes. Yes.
All right, guys.
I'm
Oh,
gonna take it off of that story.
okay. I'm
I
about
don't
to
want to
put
see
it in
that
my
right now.
screen in a minute. Hold up. Let me know when you're back, Candy.
I will. I will. Give me just
Okay.
a sec.
All right. So, guys, on to switch the algorithm a little bit, I do want to ask how you all doing. We are past 12 minutes. Y'all know I got a potty mouth. So, how are you guys doing? How's your mental? Coco, you said you was taking out your detangle hair. You should try coconut oil, by the way. Bomb.
Coconut oil.
Coconut oil. Mix your coconut oil with your Jamaican oil. Girl, I have
Mm-hmm.
mine doing hair flourishing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mm.
Go butter. How's your mental today?
Oh, it's okay. Work has been, pretty hectic lately. Um, yeah, I miss you all though. I
We
miss you.
miss you too.
Yes.
Hey,
Hi,
Dolly Queen. Oh, sorry.
Heavy. I I subscribed to your Twitch
Yay! Heavy
yesterday.
hitter.
Yes, I
Thank
can't wait.
you. I love the support to
Welcome.
everyone, all my candy canes, all my banger family. I really love you. All my Cocoa Puffs. I really love you guys. Y'all showing mad support, and I love it.
Mm.
Thank
Coco,
you.
how are you, Coco?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. I'm looking forward to this 3-day weekend. It crept up on us really fast, right?
Right.
It did.
It is, and I didn't even realize that it was going to be a 3-day weekend. Hey, everybody in the chat.
Yeah.
Golden, Queen,
Do y'all have
Worthy.
something planned for Memorial Day?
I don't, but guess what, y'all?
But
So my son is going to be out of town with his big brother. He's going to go work because he got out of school 2 weeks early, and as you all know, like he's graduating from high school.
oh,
And
congratulations.
thank
Congratulations. Look,
you.
that's such an accomplishment. And look, was
Yes,
it yesterday, you guys? Was it yesterday's
That's a
show or the
huge
day before we were just talking about
yesterday's
high
show.
school? Yeah, we were talking about high school graduations, Go Butter, and
yes,
how you know how your parents are celebrating and we're all so proud and they try to shut you up and tell you to be quiet. And we're like, we're celebrating, we're screaming, shouting.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited. And so he's actually leaving tomorrow to go back home to work with my older son for about a week and a half. And I was looking all forward to it on Monday when he said, "Oh, I'll go work with my big brother and go home." And then the next day he didn't say anything about it. So I was like, "Oh, but when he first said it, I was like, "Oh yeah, let me look and check some flights or bus tickets, get him on the first thing smoking." But then I found myself, y'all, dragging my feet. And, like, I don't want to send my baby off. Like, he's going to be
You
leaving.
start getting your emptiness. Now, is
Oh,
that your last one?
yes. And I'm actually, it just happened over the last few days. I know I've been talking a lot of trash, all year, like, oh, I can't wait, and I'm da 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 da. And y'all, I even started watching the season being Mary Jane. I was like, okay, baby.
Had you over there emotional wreck. Like, okay, I
Yo,
thought I was ready to be rid of him, but now I don't know. Look, I'm gonna be
Girl,
lonely over here. I'm gonna see my
I
baby
know.
every day.
I'm
right.
telling you, I was like, okay, so put on some Baby Mary Jane and get yourself together. Like, but now, like, so he missed his flight today. So I was like really aggravated. I was like, dude, are you serious? And so now he's leaving tomorrow for a week. So I'm gonna see how I do over this next week because he'll be back home next week. And it's not the first time he left, but I think that what it is, y'all, is that I know that come August, he's going away to college in New York, and that's gonna be like it. Like,
The for real, look, this is just a little
yeah,
test, girl. He gonna be back in a week, getting on your nerves, and you gonna be ready. You gonna be like, okay, yeah, that week was good. I'm ready for a little bit longer.
right. That's what everybody
But
says.
you know
So
what it is, and I will say this, and I know that other mothers can attest to this. Like Coco doesn't know it yet. Tamika doesn't know it yet. She's coming up. Tamika's coming up on it because her son is entering high school this year. But I will say it is an adjustment. Like we complain about like, oh God, I gotta get up, get these kids together. But as a mom, it does become your routine. You're used to mothering. And then when you don't have to do that on a
yeah,
daily basis, because
that's
it's
what I'm.
never gonna it's never gonna stop anyways. They either gonna come back, they need to come back. Look, trust me, I know, the whole 9 yards. The mothering never stops. But that part of you, it's a huge part of your identity when you become a mom. You're
Yeah,
used to making your every decisions around your children. Okay, am I going to go do this for the weekend? No, I got to stay with the kids. When you don't have to do that anymore and you can just do you,
girl.
it's
Ooh,
going to be a freeing thing. Like when your mind gets out of that mothering space, it's going to be a wonderful thing for you. It's going to be a
right.
wonderful thing. And you guys, thank you so much for your support. And just, I'll always just keep my sister-in-law in your prayers because uh I just what happened was just so horrific that it's something that in our day and times can happen because we see it happening way more than it should, but you just never think that it's going to happen. And it was just a huge deal. Even you see that they're suing the police department, for this money, and they're settling with the police department. I don't know if you guys even recall the story really, but even her husband was a police officer. Can you imagine being a police officer and knowing your wife is in there and you can't get her out? So it was just,
Uh,
but you're there on the scene. You understand what I'm saying? It was
yeah.
a horrific thing, and I have to get more details on that because I'm definitely not satisfied with that. I mean, it's a very small town, you guys, and I do realize that probably anything more would probably bankrupt the town. Seriously, it will leave that place bankrupt. I mean, I don't know what type of funds they have, or if different police departments vary, if they're very independent. I don't know, but thank you guys for your support with that. Thank you so much.
Well,
You
Let me see.
always have our
Anybody else?
love, support, and comfort.
Thank you. I love you guys.
prayers going.
Let's see.
We love you too.
Yeah. Hey, Valid
But
Queen.
hold
Anybody
on,
else
I had
shipped in here?
something to share right quick though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to
What?
show. I'm about to show y'all. I'm about to show y'all.
Uh-oh. What is it?
Alrighty. Hold on. I want to get y'all opinion on this because this is something like a hot topic. Can y'all see my screen?
Yep, yep.
It say, "What the f?" Parent pops bottle on her 3-year-old for her birthday.
That better be some apple cider.
That is
Fire.
shit.
What?
And it got
Cut the
music.
music. Yeah. There better be some sparkling apple cider, because if not, I'm calling
That is a
CPS.
bottle of one. Look, that's champagne.
But why?
Wow.
But
That
why?
look, that is a champagne bottle. That's not apple cider. They more skinnier.
Why? Or I would be. Oh my goodness.
That's so embarrassing.
That is so
Read a
embarrassing.
couple of comments because I see a couple on there that, yeah,
Yeah,
read a
that's what
couple
I wanted to
comments.
go to the
It's a
comments.
lot of
So one
weirdos.
said, "You know, black people." The other one said, "Some people just don't need kids." Absolutely.
They sure don't.
Yeah.
Somebody said, not defending this. This is definitely embarrassing to our race for sure. But it's apple cider for those wondering. So somebody did say that it's apple cider, but the apple ciders that I seen, oh, somebody said I ain't never seen sparkling cider have foam like that though.
Right.
But I
Or
mean,
in a
just
bottle
to
that
be
big. They probably
pouring.
lying. They probably lying. That probably is champagne. Hey,
Pour it in
voracious
her
one.
Yeah, that
hair.
Valid
was cool.
queen.
So yeah, I did wanted you guys because I wanted to
Preparations,
light up the mood a little bit. So yeah, look at these parents out here in 2024.
I
right?
mean, I'm glad they going all out for baby girl, but you could have did a little something different.
Look, I would have been just happy with the cake. Just do the cake, smash the cake. Whatever happened to just putting that all over the face?
Right. Let
Yeah,
babies
Good.
be babies. Let babies
the
be babies.
ghetto, the
Voracious was
Yeah.
said, what are they setting her up for? Lord knows.
failure. They setting her up for failure.
Look, I know she was tasting a little bit of that shampoo. That
Yeah,
shampoo pouring all over her head. Oh
No,
my
she
goodness.
was she was sitting there like, quit putting that stuff in my hair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Quit putting
like,
that in my
why
hair.
would you do that to a baby? That's
I know.
crazy.
crazy.
That's crazy.
Sharon said ghetto at its finest.
ghetto
Yes,
at its
absolutely.
finest.
Oh
Uh,
Lord.
okay, now Tamika, you had a couple other things you needed to share, right? Do we want to get into those?
Oh yeah, we can't. The ones that I sent you, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, wait. Let me pull them up first before I start showing.
Okay.
It would just take
Now,
a minute.
while we're waiting on this, you guys, I want y'all to start thinking about, have you ever been in either a marriage or a relationship where you're like, we're not sexually compatible. Start thinking about it right now. Start thinking about it.
Wait, you're talking
Look,
about the topic right now, or we're
yeah,
talking about?
for the time. No, no, no. I want them just to start thinking in their mind of a situation they had while we're going through other topics to
Oh, okay.
start off. Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on 1 second, guys. Pull up that.
Tamika is getting her screen sharing feet wet.
Yes, and I said, "Up, I guess tonight is a good time to do it."
Doing a good job.
Thank you, guys. So I have this one. Hold up, let me start sharing with you. I have a question for you guys, and I want everybody's opinion. We got 10 slots up here, so can y'all please fill it up a little bit?
Yes, come on up and give your
Candy
opinions and let's talk.
canes,
Okay.
candy canes. Can y'all see my screen?
Yeah.
Ooh, yes, I see.
So y'all agree, candy canes. This is a question for the candy canes. Raven Simone says there should be no statute of limitations on violent crimes. Trauma is forever.
Agree.
Let's see
I
what she
definitely
says.
agree. Let's hear
Edits
what
to
she has to say.
Cassie, and we'll see once all of Cassie's legal.
There's no legal.
There's no legal?
No.
Yes, it is. She's suing him, right?
No.
Why not?
There are no legal repercussions because of the statute of limitations. It has been 8 years. No one can charge anything against him. It has been too long.
That's disrespectful. That's something that I want to bring to the government. Trauma is forever. That will for always be within Cassie's body.
Her lawyer did release a statement regarding the video, essentially saying this is bogus and no one is going to take this seriously. It's a trash
Well,
apology.
then for Diddy to really apologize, I'm gonna need him to give her all the rights to. I've been waiting.
No, it was like
so long, I'm here to
$50,000,
answer
and
your
that was the other
call.
thing. It's like,
No, it
how
wasn't
can you put a
50,000.
number on that? Like, you're going to say that that's
They put a
50,000.
number on everything. Welcome to America.
Yeah, but $50,000
It's horrible. That's what I'm saying. We're disgusted with his behavior, so any behavior after is going to be tainted.
Yeah.
There's always been rumors in the industry of his shenanigans, and it's always been kind of hush hush put underneath the rug, and now things. And
So with that being said, she said, everything's being hush hush and everything pushed underneath the rug. Let me get into this one comment that stuck out to me. It said, so why doesn't Raven speak on Bill Cosby? Wasn't she on that show? Clock it.
And look whose comment I see in there. Carlissa. Read what Carlissa
Carlissa,
had to say. She makes me
baby,
so
we don't.
sick.
She said, "Baby, we don't discuss black folks' downfalls with others respectfully." Y'all know she a contradictor and a liar, and that statement just literally proved to us that she.
Right.
Yeah,
She's
but she
disgusting.
just did with her mother, and so she's talking about going to court and everything. So she just, I don't know.
She a flip flopper. She a liar.
Yes.
That was kind of weird and wild.
Yeah.
So my other one
Yes.
was this.
She had a
It's
nerve after she done shared her business and her mom business with the whole world.
With the whole
with
world.
the whole world and still doing
Girl,
it.
bye.
So this is like the next one that I shared. It say that she had took her kids to their daddy's side, and the grandparents said that they can't watch them. They are sick and got too much going on. Oh wait, hold up, I gotta play the video. I don't know why my video not playing.
It looks like it just slides, Tamika. Go to the next.
But
Is
this
there?
one is her advertisement slides.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Go back. When that happens to me, I have to refresh the page and then
Oh,
usually
okay.
it'll start playing.
All right, let me see.
It might go back to the original page, but it should start playing.
Okay, there it goes. Thanks,
There it is.
Coco.
And you
But
got to
he
deal.
only gets them when it's convenient for him.
Well, then that's what you got to deal with, not us.
I'm sorry, baby. I can't.
We can't deal with that.
We can't. I'm so
We
sorry.
already got one in him, and you and I finna bring two babies in
I
there.
can't do it. I just, Lord,
I
know my
shouldn't
heart
laugh.
won't allow me
You
to
know
do
you
it.
I'm sick. My wife is sick. I'm getting blood transfusion.
I can't do
See, I
it.
don't know. I mean, I
But
don't
I'm
know.
telling you,
But he'll get him.
he'll get the kid.
Can you tell them their daddy not here because they don't understand they
Well,
kids.
well, you gonna have to deal with your kid.
I'm,
You
I'm
gonna
so
have to deal
sorry.
with it.
I'm so sorry, but I can't.
You
Lord
can't
knows
do
I
us
can't.
like this.
I can't.
You can't do us
Wait
like
on
this.
Justin. He'll
You
get
wait
him.
on JD,
He'll
and
get him.
JD get his kid.
He take
Because
You
him
said
out.
ghetto. I feel like I'm a teen mom or something. Like
Well, I don't
he
care.
need his own transportation.
Look. But then
That's he'll
you have him get transportation in. I can't do it. I
Okay,
can't.
I gotta go.
We ain't did that.
he gonna get him.
He'll get him, and you got
But
to
he
deal.
only gets them when it's convenient for him.
Well, then that's what you got to deal with, not us.
Sorry, baby. I can't.
We can't deal with it.
We can't. I'm so
We
sorry.
already got one in there. And you and I finna bring two babies in
I
there.
can't do it. I just, Lord, know my heart won't allow me to do it.
I'm sick. My wife is sick. I'm getting blood transfusion.
I can't
Okay,
do
we
it.
seen that. Okay, yeah. So that was just a bright the
Look, get some comments because I actually love this, and you know what? I love that husband was standing on business with his wife and was like, no,
Look, they said
like I know my son's sorry, but don't put that on me. Don't put this on us.
don't leave us with the babies.
Listen, y'all, I'm the mama on the daddy side, so I don't know if I'm be acting like this.
Look, I love they stood on business. They like, you ain't bringing them kids over here. But in all seriousness, though, in all seriousness,
So it say, are the grandparents wrong? Is
I
that what
think no, I know they're not wrong. They're not wrong. And grandparents are there to help and assist and things like that. But I think far too often people like you do have to realize who you lay down with, and it would be nice if everybody would step in and be that village for you, but the reality is it is not going to always happen that way. And we all know, even when you're having a good relationship with someone, as women, we know when we have children, we always know that our mom is going to be usually the primary. It usually always happens like this: the primary grandparents. We have primary and secondary grandparents.
Who's the
Seriously.
primary? The mom side.
Usually it's the moms. Usually.
So when I had my son, I looked over to Donovan and I said, I'm gonna be the daddy side grandmother. Y'all know the like daddy side grandmother always gotta like stereotype sometimes. So, but I mean, that's if you make one.
Yes, like I know that when my son has children, um I'm gonna be a secondary grandparent. I know
Yeah.
that her mom is gonna be acting like she big shot, like it's just
Yeah.
her grandbaby. I know this because
Baby
that's how it
shower.
goes.
It's
And I know when
true.
my daughters have children, those are gonna be my main grandbabies. Not
Yes.
that I'm not gonna love them all the same. I'm gonna love them all the same, but
It's gonna be different moments.
yeah, I know that I'm not gonna have that type of access to them like her mom is gonna have. That's just how it goes for some
That's
reason.
how
And
it
that's
goes.
true because
Yeah.
I have four little granddaughters,
Hmm.
and I have two boys. So I live out of state, but her mother is like the primary grandmother. And at first, with the first one, I was feeling some kind of way. I was
Hmm.
always trying to be up there, and I still do. But at the end of the day, she does a lot for them. And so now I can appreciate that because I'm
Hmm.
not there, and her mother is the primary. She's the one that will get up and take them and babysit and all of that. And it is so true. And I have boys, so I
Yep.
will always be the secondary. um
Oh.
yeah, because I don't have any girls, and it's true. Like when I had my kids, my parents was the primary.
Yep.
They always had my boys. They always helped with my boys. But for my son, he's there with his wife and the kids, and her parents are there, and they live just a few miles away from each other. So yeah, they help a lot. They prepare all the birthday parties, and I'm here, and I'm like, okay, I contribute and I show up and I'm there, but yeah, it is different.
Yeah.
It
And
is.
it really is. It's purely because of the gender. It's because of the gender. If you had a daughter, those would be your babies. Like those would be your babies. You would have primary primary grandma custody. Seriously. So let me see. Worthy
I want to
worthy.
speak on this.
Go ahead, Coco.
Girl, let me tell you something. My mama a whole trip. She might as well be one of these millennial grandmothers because I have yet to be able to go drop Riley off for a couple weeks in the summertime. She be like, no, 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 no. I don't know what I would do with her. And then she likes being stuck up underneath of you. And she come up with every excuse in the book.
Oh wow.
When she's young
That is
and
funny.
it's
Hey,
crazy
Elaine.
LA.
Hey, LA.
like she loves my baby, like she spoils her. She's always sending her packages, and
But
she
just don't leave her at her house.
Riley can call her and get her to cash app her money and all kinds of shit. But when it comes down to even when I'm like at home in Maryland and we're visiting, say I go out with a friend or whatever, she want to know when I'm coming back.
She's like, you ain't getting no break. Look, your mama's like, Your mama's like, I did my time. Look, your mama's gonna be. Honestly, I don't have any grandchildren yet. Look, your mama gonna be how I'm. That's how I'm gonna be. Look,
Right. Well, you know what?
I want them, but
But
you not dropping these kids off on me. Not
But
like that.
I
but
did,
you
my
know what?
mom got breaks though, and I don't think it's fair. Like You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, like my baby dad's mom, she's here with us. You know, my mom's in Maryland. She'll take Riley every other weekend when she's off, if she, if she could. Matter of fact, she was like, when you go to Africa, y'all, you need to leave Riley here, and you go with Edgar. That's what they call him.
Mhm.
When y'all go for the first time, and then you take her the second time, like she's totally different. So
Well, you know what? With my son, so like when I come into town, and since there's four of them, that's 7 years old, three, two, and one. So what they did to me last month was when I got there, I wanted to take the oldest ones to go visit my mother, and the baby, I was like, okay, you have the baby. He was like, you gotta take her too. And I was like, for a long time, I was like, well, as long as one of you are here to help me with these four kids, I'm fine. I can't handle four kids on my own. Like,
Yeah, look, you might be like, I didn't even have four. Look, I didn't even have four kids myself.
I
What you think I'm gonna
didn't.
do with four kids?
I know. And you know what? They wasn't going for that. And I had all four of them, but my brother went. So I was happy because my brother went and he helped. Because, that's young ages. One was running, one needed a bottle. That's one, wanted to go see the fishes and that. And I was like, whoa. But it turned out it was real good. It turned out so sweet. It's always a joy. It's always a joy. But I'm like, I need help. I can't do it by myself. I can't.
Okay,
you know
let me
what?
welcome LA to the stage, and I want to get to
Hey,
some of
hey,
these
hey.
comments here. How you doing today, LA?
Y'all. Yeah, well, I got seven grandkids.
Dude, now let me ask you.
Hmm?
So, do you find a difference? So, okay, with your children, LA, how many sons do you have? How many daughters do you have? Let me start there.
I have two boys and one girl. Well, I have
Okay.
two boys and two girls. I have a stepdaughter. Which,
Okay. So, do you find that with your daughters, you and your wife have their children more than you have your son's children?
well, actually, my daughters they don't have any children yet, and
Okay, okay.
my one son, my oldest boy has a seven kid.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
He your oldest has 7?
Yeah, my oldest has,
Oh,
has
he making
seven.
up for all the kids in the family, the grandkids in the family in
Yeah.
one
Yeah,
son.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, how
So
much do you find that you have his kids as opposed to the kids other grandparents having them?
I mean, once every 2 years they come down. Like every 2 years they'll come down, and it's usually like for Christmas, New Year's, or something like that.
Mhm.
But just to have all seven of them in my house, oh my
Mhm.
God, it's
Mayhem.
it's yeah, it's
I can
mayhem.
imagine.
I don't think me and Miss A can do this by. We can do it by ourselves. I mean, their
look,
parents are here.
look, LA. Look, that's LA and his wife in that video. LA, did you see that video we played? The video clip we played?
No, ma'am. I just stepped
Oh
in.
yeah.
Look, play it one more time for LA. LA, I want your reaction. Play it one more time.
Okay.
One more time.
Let's see the part I don't understand about that, Candy. When I was growing up, we would go down at least for 2 to 3 weeks down the country to my grandpa's house, and it'd be all the grandkids, not just me. It'd be all of us.
At the
So
same time,
yes.
Yeah,
They
mine's
would
too.
have us out on the back of the truck taking rides and shit.
Mm.
We'd be having
well,
a ball.
well, my dad's family is from North Carolina, so I didn't grow with them at all. Like even when my dad was alive, I didn't grow up with them at all. I know them. Okay, listen to this, LA. Listen to this. And then we're gonna get to the
You didn't
comments.
bring two babies in
I
there.
can't do it. I just, Lord, no, my heart won't allow me to
Let
do
me
it.
replay it. Husband. Just to
She's
do
a
that, I
She
have
mom.
to
gonna
replay.
she gonna replay it, LA, so you can
Yeah.
get it from the top.
You said my heart won't
He gonna
allow
get him.
me.
He'll get them, and you
But
got
he
to
said he
deal.
only gets them when it's convenient for him.
Well, then that's what you got to deal with, not us.
Sorry, baby, I can't.
We can't deal with that.
We can't. I'm so
We
sorry.
That's
already got
LA and Miss
one.
Ann.
I,
That's
I
LA
We
and
can't.
Miss
not
do
finna
it.
Ann.
bring two babies
That's
in
big.
I
here.
You
can't
ain't
do it.
lying.
I just, Lord, no, my heart won't allow me to do it.
I'm sick. My wife is sick. I'm getting blood transfusion.
I can't do
See,
it.
I don't know. I mean,
But
I
I'm
don't.
Yo,
telling you,
that's us.
But he'll get him.
he'll get the kid.
but can you tell them their daddy not here because they don't understand they
He's not
kid.
here.
Well, you gonna have to deal with your kid.
I'm,
You
I'm
gonna
so
have to deal with
sorry.
it.
I'm so sorry, but I can't.
You said
You
I'm
can't do us like this.
I can't.
You can't do us
Wait,
like
That's
this.
LA.
he'll
Yeah,
get
you
Wait
him.
on
can't do us
JD,
like that.
and JD will get his kid.
He take him
This
out
is
there.
ghetto. I feel like I don't know, teen mom or something. Like
Well, I don't
he
care.
need his own
Look,
transportation.
look. But then
That's
you have him get transportation in.
I can't do that.
I can't do it. I
Okay, I
can't.
gotta go.
We ain't did that.
he gonna get him.
He'll get them, and you
But
got
he
to
said
deal.
he only gets them when it's convenient.
Ellie, did you hear it all?
Yeah, I heard it all. Yeah,
That's so funny to me. That's so
you can't
funny
do
to me.
that shit. You
Funny.
can't do that.
Let me
I'm
get to
sorry.
some of these comments. So Worthy said, Lord, I got two boys. I hope they don't bring no chicken heads home.
That's my worst
Look,
fear.
and look, and they will. And they will, Worthy. Count on it, honey. Okay, look, Rabbit Shimashana said, I have one kid and it happens to be his son, so I am a grandmother of one, but it's equal. I think I do more financially for my baby than the other grandmother does for sure. Valid Queen says, nah, give them a pass. They are both dealing with health issues. I agree. Get off them people doorstep. Get off their doorstep. Sharon said, my son was a single father and continues, it's not primary or secondary. We share. That's good. Gold Digger says, facts, Candy. I am the primary nana. Uh, let's see. Sharon said sometimes they bring their friends. I have seven as well, LA. So Sharon said she has seven grandchildren as well. Let's see. Worthy came and said, right now, Coco, now it's hard for from grandmothers to get the chaps. She said, we used to be at grandma's and now the new grandmas don't want the chaps. Nope. Okay. Yes, Coco, I did as well, and I'm doing the same with my grandchildren. Let's see. He sounds like he can be Charleston White for Valid Queen.
Valid is crazy, but yes.
Sound like him too. Look, kind of look like him a little bit too.
I
I want
gotta
to
get
show
blood
y'all
freezers
something.
around here.
Go ahead.
I want to show y'all something.
Okay, Coco's about to share, and then we're gonna jump into our topic,
Oh,
y'all.
look at these curls. Look at my curls.
Hey,
Wow,
your
so
hair long.
pretty.
My hair. You see
Wow,
my
good.
curls?
Uh-huh.
Well, you've had a good detangling day, Coco.
Right, mission accomplished.
Just
Oh,
keep
yeah.
some conditioner in it and keep it soft, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm done. Praise God. Thank y'all for helping me get through this shit.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That's what
So
friends are for.
that's what friends are for, child. Now look, let's get into our topic today. Have you ever been in a relationship with someone where you had to just like say you have the perfect partner, but you guys are just sexually incompatible? Like you don't like the same things you find like I don't even like and I would have to say, let me set up the scene because some may say, how can you have the perfect partner if you guys aren't sexually compatible? Well,
Yeah.
come on, like y'all, let's be for real. You can get along and you guys can laugh and talk, y'all go to dinner, y'all have a great time, but when it comes to that, sometimes that may not be the highlight of the relationship. There can be times where y'all have sex and you get up and you like, dang, all I got out of this was a wet ass. It happens. It can happen. Or you're in a relationship with someone where sometimes it may be good and then other times it just is not. or it's just very hit and miss. I think when it's hit and miss, you're not sexually compatible. But there are some people that find themselves in a relationship like this because they know the ends justifies the mean. Like if for instance, if a guy is bringing more to the table and you're at a, um at that age to where that's it's more than that, you could end up in something like that. Has anybody ever been with anyone or just in a relationship or even where you said, yeah, we're sexually incompatible, I can't do this anymore? Has that ever happened to you guys? Be honest, be honest. I'll go first. I have. Now, I talked about my Minute Man before, like where I literally looked at the clock and it it wasn't even 30 seconds. Remember me telling you about the guy that I'm suspicious when a guy is too good at oral sex because he triggered me. Like he triggered me really. I'm like, oh, if they too good, something's going on. Something gotta be wrong. Something is going on. And and I did have to eventually say to myself, there was a few other things, but the other things we could have worked on. But that is when I realized, like, yeah, he's good at that, but you're not good at this. And I couldn't see myself long term just like that. Is that wrong?
No, I
No.
think it's wrong. No. And I had one person in my life that I kind of like had that experience with. And I mean, real nice guy in all other areas, laugh together, have a lot of fun together. But when it came down to that, it just wasn't, it was like the mouth job. Like you said, that was on point, but you want more, right? So,
Yeah, it's like we
and
can't just keep doing this. We
no,
can't. We just can't keep doing this all the time. No.
it got to the
Yeah.
point
So
where
touch
I
on what
was
you
having an attitude. I was
Right.
starting
You'll
to
get
get
up mad.
mad, man, and I was like, "You got to go get that something done." Like, I mean, I can't.
she
I
said get
I,
something done.
yes, that's damn right. And yeah, you could go see the doctor, get some pills. And it's so funny, y'all, because he did. He went and got something to go under the tongue, and then everything. And he was like, "Well, the doctor said to take one and put it under the tongue. Wait 15 minutes, man." I said, "Open your mouth. Just put four in there. Just put four." You know, I was like,
Look, you trying to kill that man, Go Butter.
he was
Go
like,
Butter,
I was like, "You'll be fine. You'll be
Go Butter,
fine."
you
That
trying to
water.
I
kill that man.
know, right? I laugh at it, even to this day when it pops in my head, because I'm like, yeah, I was like, yeah, I kept just putting the whole damn thing in there. I was just loading and
Go Butter
loading.
said, "Oh, these pills is little. You might need to take a couple more. They look too little. You
I'm
know
telling
those little
you,
sublingual pills be so tiny. You know.
yeah,
So you probably was like, just throw a couple. Girl, you
yeah.
trying to
Let's
kill
get you,
that man.
about five,
Maybe
six,
go to
seven,
work
eight
on that one.
milligrams up in there. I was like, and it just wasn't working for me, and
Did the pills help him?
just a little bit, but it wasn't. Who
Because
the
you know what?
hell?
Let me
I
tell you
can't do
why it only
all of
helped a
that.
little bit.
Like,
It only helped him a little bit because he'd been bad at sex so bad that even when if he was able to keep it up, he still didn't know what to do because probably the sex had been so
yeah.
bad his whole life.
Right. And now and when you're in that type of state, in that position, you're ready to go. And I was just like, it was just this is just taking way too long. Like, it was just too much. And it gets to be too much work, and I
Yeah, too much prep time, huh? You had to
yeah.
prep. No
Yeah.
spontaneity.
I
Like waiting
can't.
for somebody in the
LA, you
microwave.
laughing? You laughing?
You
Boy,
gotta
you
wait
know
for the
what? This
microwave to
goes for
pop.
men too. This now, see, honestly, well, look, we grown people, and look, we talking about before Miss N. Look, has that ever happened? Because the thing of it is, we're laughing because we're a panel of women up here talking, but it happens with men as well. It happens with men as well, right, LA?
No, it never happened to me ever in my life.
LA ain't touching this
Of
with a
course he
10-foot
gonna say
pole.
Yeah, he
that. Of
yeah.
course he gonna say that.
That's
Yes.
what I said. I said LA ain't touching this topic with a 10 for pull.
Yeah,
I ain't talking about Miss N. Okay, well, we not talking about nothing. Okay, I get it. I get it.
right.
No, no,
Let
no.
me
I'm
get to.
sure. I've
He
never in
just
my
go on
life.
mute.
I will interject.
I never ran into a dry well ever in my life.
Y'all hear what LA said? LA said I
Uh-huh.
never ran into a dry well a day in my life.
That's what he was supposed to say. Yes, Uncle LA. Good answer. I was waiting to come back. Good answer.
Let me see. Let's get. We want to keep up with these. So Worthy Family said, "Well, I've been with my husband since I was 19, so I haven't had a chance to explore, and no exploring for you. You good?" Okay. Valley Queen said, "I
I
dated
like
a guy back
that.
when I was 19, and Father forgive me, but he literally had a hot dog." Look, Valley Queen is on one today. He literally had a hot dog. Yet I kept messing with him because he was tricking. Oh, now see, look, transactional relationship. Go watch that show. So you knew it wasn't the most important part. Okay, but put it in the chat, Ballot. But did there come a point where you just got tired of that? Like, no more hot dogs. I don't never want to see a hot dog another day in my life. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
I
Like to
was
this
younger
day, you
too.
can't even eat hot dogs.
I was younger too when I experienced that. I right now I really don't have the patience for something like that. Like sorry, I just don't.
Okay, so then I had that experience before. Then I had an experience, and I don't know if it's too much. Now I'll ask you guys. I don't really think in this instance that I'm gonna say that it was incompatible, but I was like more like, Negro, how dare you want to have sex as much as you want to have sex? Okay,
Mm.
I started dating a guy, right? This is the Jamaican. I've spoke about the Jamaican before, right? So there
Hmm.
were way more issues going on. But at first, when it was good, I just was like undone because granted, like literally I met him probably one day after he got to Alaska, right? So he wasn't working at the time, you know. Um and it took him a minute to get something this and that. But it was like, how do you want to have sex so much and you're not even working? You need to be at a job. Like, you trying to wear me out, Negro. I do go to work. That
Well,
was the issue for
different
me.
Not poo poo
situation.
with a not
Yeah,
not.
it was different because it wasn't that we were incompatible sexually, but I just was kind of pissed off that you want to do it so much and you ain't even put in a hard day's work.
Right, because you tired.
Right, I'm tired. I'm
Mentally,
tired.
and you got full of energy because you've been at home on the couch for at least.
Exactly, exactly. I can remember. Y'all gonna laugh. I can remember vividly one day we were at the grocery store and we're walking around and he's like walking behind me and I look down like, why is your dick hard? We're in the grocery store.
Oh my god.
Because he was ready to get it in.
I just was like, look, I was pissed off. Like, what's going on here?
That would have
He
cut
wanted
me.
his
Cover
attention.
yourself. Like, literally, if somebody really looks over here, they can literally see you. I think that
Candy.
was a
Put
pervert.
your
That was a
butt
pervert
Candy.
I had met.
Candy. He
what
said, when
happened.
I get the feeling, I'm sexual feeling, sexual.
That was a good that was a good one.
That's good for me.
Look, he better go to hell. Look, it's just, but that was just on the other end. But that wasn't incompatible.
Well, let me put my 2 cents in.
What's up?
So, in my last relationship, we were together for a while,
Uh-huh.
many years, and I can't say that we were incompatible, but there were some nights where it was hit or miss, or it could be a situation where we both got off at the same time, but after that was over, I was still ready to go. In situations like that, I would, or if he got his and I ain't get mine, he looked at me, you like you good, like nigga, you know I ain't good, but I'm good. I would just patiently wait for him to go to sleep and pull out my rabbit.
See, that would piss me off, though. That
I
would
don't
really
think
piss
it's
me
wrong.
off.
No, I wasn't mad.
You wasn't mad?
No, that's what it's there for.
Mm.
That's what he there for.
Yeah, but I mean, he human too. I guess I understood that he was human too. You know what I'm saying? So it would
Yeah, yeah.
always be on point. You know what I'm saying? The 80
And,
20. It was an
but
80
you know,
20, you know?
yeah, but you know what? I will say this. It when you are in a long-term relationship, it does change. Like it can go from hot to heavy, um and
Right.
then sometimes it can veer off where you guys get a little off. There may be more sometimes that you want it more, times that he wants it more, and things like that, and then you kind of just have to find that balance to keep
Hmm.
everybody happy, but just like you said, Coco, everybody has their little one offs where, like, look, it might just be quick and, you just missed it. And you just like, okay, satisfy my man, let it, whatever. So you can't be mad about that all the time, especially, when you're in a long term relationship with somebody. It's going to be different, and it's going to change up.
And then it would be other times where I would just patiently wait for him to go to sleep and then slide up under the covers and wake his ass up.
There you go. Now, this is okay. Let me ask this because you said that. Now it's leading me to another question. Have you ever? I've had guys that don't like. Did he ever complain about you using a toy? Some guys really don't like that.
He didn't know. And
He
the one time that I felt like he was playing in my face and I wanted to do it and I pulled out my rabbit, he threw that shit against the wall and broke my shit.
See, there's a lot of men that don't like their women using toys. They think it's gonna be better than them, you
Right.
know. And
Yeah.
it's not necessarily better, but it is a little bit more direct to the point. You know exactly where to put it, and boom, look, 5 minutes, maybe less. Sometimes you done and you over with, and you satisfied. You getting a good rest,
I'm right,
you
my
know.
rabbit, quick, 2 minutes or less.
Look, did y'all see that thing? I forget where I saw it. I think on Instagram. This. Oh my gosh! I wish I could find it quickly, but I know I won't be able to find it quickly. But I can tell you about it. So, um, a woman shared on social media how her son's teacher sent her a picture of her rose and said, "Hey." Because, the teacher saw it and knew what it was. Your little boy brought this for show and tell. And
Uh-uh.
I just wanted to let you know because I'm pretty sure you didn't know that he had this. And the mom was so embarrassed. And she said, "Oh my God, I'm coming right up there to get, to get it." Look, I didn't know she
Oh.
was getting it because she needed it or, she was just too ashamed. But look, kids, I found something. Look at this. Oh Lord, it's vibrating. It's a toy. Oh jeez. So it was funny. I thought it was
Oh my
hilarious.
god.
Mm.
And
Embarrassed.
you look, and Gold Digger, you right. That was a big turnoff for a woman. Ain't no working man, but you getting up and going to work. That's right. And then, look, I was trying to be patient for how win it because I was like, okay, I know he just got to town, really, and sometimes it takes a minute. Look, I worked with him a little bit, but yeah, eventually that fell off. But it did take some time. I mean, he eventually got a job and stuff like that, but yeah, that was very annoying. Let's see. Tamika, your thoughts
My thoughts. I'm sorry, on what? Like, what do you need my
on
thoughts?
the topic of the day?
I know the topic of the day. Um, I haven't had any type of experience like that. That's why I picked that.
Okay, there we go. Valor Queen, what you said? No. Look, I'm looking at your little avatar holding her head too. No. Oh my goodness, that played right on into it. So,
Right on
um,
time.
so what would you think would be the thing to do, especially like if you like this person, other than just that aspect?
Move on.
Because if it you don't think that there's look, can somebody kind of turn you like if you guys aren't compatible and say you guys aren't even doing anything really, can another person kind of make tamper your drive down just because you're with them and that's how they are? Because I definitely know that with the right person that can turn you up to where you know you are experiencing other things and like, dang, I never had this before. I ain't had nobody do me like this before. And it can kind of turn you around in that way. But can somebody do it on the opposite end to where you're like, oh, okay, no, it's not that important to me?
I think that it really depends on where you are in your life,
Hmm.
relationship wise, because, like, if it's two people that are getting together and maybe it's not, like you said, important to both of them, it may not be an issue. And they just really are at a time and a space in their life where they're okay and they enjoy each other's company and stuff. But if you are still, all working, all active, and this, that, and the other, have stressful days at work and stuff like that, I think in a relationship, it would be a hard thing to balance if that's where you
Right.
are in your life.
Okay.
In terms of being, excuse me, some people will say, I think after people get to a certain age, and I've heard this before, that it's just really not that important, that they would rather have a person that they can travel with, and they can do just fine. And I think when you are in that long-term relationship or marriages where you've been there for 20, 30 years and maybe things die down a little bit, it's not at the top of your list. So I just think that for each person, it really depends on where you are in your life. If you're very active and you're, doing all kind of things, and you have a partner. And I think too, another big thing, if for a man to not be able to please a woman, I think that it affects their ego as well. I think that that will cause a problem if you have a woman that, you know, would desire to, be active, and you're not able to. It's going to cause issues. There might be some fights and arguments in terms of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see where that would just, because the man, that's the man's manhood. Like, and then what? Can insecurity come into the picture with that? Because if he's not able to really please you, because it goes down to that, if he's not able to please you when you're leaving the house and you're going out with your girlfriends, is there going to be issues when you get home? Is there going to be accusations? I don't know. It just really
Okay. So, Go
depends.
Butter, hold on. Sorry to
Hey,
cut you
Curly
off.
Cookie.
Hey, Curly Cookie. So, by you saying that, we did get something in. So, I do want everybody advice onto this, but you kind of touched on all of the bases, that was going on with this article. So, it say, I don't think that my husband and I are capable anymore, but I care for him too much to leave him. My husband and I have been together for almost 10 years. We met when we were both 20 and now we're 30. During our 20s, life been so crazy, and we just focused on paying rent, finding out who we were, and surviving work. Now we are 30, we're more stable, and I just feel like we're naturally became different people. We don't enjoy doing the same things anymore. I am the wake up at 6 a.m. to go to work type of people, and he is more wake up at noon and play games. There are a
Mm-mm.
lot of little things that makes me think that we're not capable anymore, but we've been through so much together, and I love and respect him. Since this is my only experience with marriage, I don't know if this feeling is normal. Are people not 100% happy with their partners, but the love and respect keep them together? And that's the end of the article. So give me
Ooh, to
so that's
me,
That part.
writing.
that's real touchy because that's so young to
Yeah,
settle.
yeah,
That's way
yeah.
30 years old. That's way too young to settle, and you
Hmm.
know that you're not happy. It's like there's nothing wrong with saying, "Yeah, we've had these experiences together. We've grown together, and we've overcome these things." But that was a phase in my life, and it was good, and we both came through the struggle. But to settle into that at 30 years old, I think when you resign yourself to that type of fate, I think it's only going to go so long, and then somebody's going to stray, and from that scenario it's probably going to be her, because
Right.
she sounds like more of a motivated person than her spouse. So it's
Again,
like, I don't know how y'all stopped all that struggling, and he's waking up at noon to play video games. What is
yeah,
he doing?
really.
Hey, Angel.
So this is a reply that's kind of opposite from yours, but kind of tied into two.
Okay.
And it say, well, nothing is perfect. If everything was perfect, no one will go through breakups. If you truly want something to work with someone, then you will do what it takes to make it work. In Incompatibility can certainly be a valid reason sometimes, but I despise seeing it thrown around as an excuse.
Mm.
That's too touchy. Like I think that, like I agree with Candy that
I like
there
touchy.
yeah, me too. But at 30 years old, that is so young. Oh my goodness. You kind of just getting started,
You
and
really are. You really
yeah,
are.
yeah. And I just feel like, yeah, she can be vulnerable at some point because she threw out there at noon he's on the video game. In 10 years, I mean, stuff get old, and it can set up, whatever you do in a relationship to get a person when you meet them, all of that, you got to keep that same energy. You got to find a way to keep that same energy, whatever that is for you too. Like if it's going out to eat, going out to dance every once in a while, showing each other a good time, I don't know, whatever you like to do, that got to keep going. You got to keep going. And I don't know, how does he feel watching her get dressed every day? She's leaving to go out to work, she's coming back home. I don't know. Are you not attracted to me? Because that's what's going to happen. I think you can start rolling into self-esteem issues. Like if he can't be affectionate with me, what does this mean? Even 10 years, I'm only 30, he's 30. Is he not attracted to me anymore? That we're not.
Yeah, it can bring out a lot of things. I agree, Go Butter. And you hit the nail on the head, a little bit ago when you said it can lead to a lot of emotional, things, and questioning yourself and second guessing yourself. Like I kind of feel like, just like you were saying, how the stages change, as you go on in the relationship. But in relation to this topic, I wouldn't even care if the frequency tapered down,
Right.
right? As
Mhm.
long as, like, just to be real, as long as the sex was quality sex. Like,
Yes.
okay, if we have to taper down, okay, we taper down because you know things happen. Like you could have children you're dealing with, things like that, work and all kind of stuff like that. Things can arise to where frequency can go down, but as long as it's good when we do get together, that's what matters, the quality of it.
Hmm.
So if we're down to 2 times a week and they're trash 2 times, that's the issue for me.
I
Like,
mean,
dang, we already not doing it. At least it better be good when we do.
yeah, it's sounding like they down to every 4 months or something. You know,
Yes, that's
I mean,
crazy. Now that's
that
crazy.
yeah, I'm not really interested in really being with someone that, like 3, 4, 5, 8 months go by. There's an issue there.
Oh, do people really do that? And
I
then,
think so. Yeah.
hey, Sip and Talk, look, Sip and Talk, get on up here. Ooh, y'all gonna let a man lay next to you for 4 months and not give you none?
Well,
No,
this
no,
is
you
why
getting
they
out
end
this
up.
bed. You getting out my bed.
This is why they end up in separate rooms. How do you do that? How do you do that? End up in separate rooms for years.
That
Like,
is true. It's
I
true.
mean, there's so many different factors to it that, I don't know. I think that intimacy can be defined in a lot of different ways. And, being together uh, at night in the bed together or
And
out
holding each other, like
holding
that's
each other,
important. I don't know. Yeah,
intimacy is important. It's
look,
huge. Like, I don't
put
know.
it in the chat. Y'all gonna let y'all husband sleep in the extra bedroom?
Well,
Uh oh. What you got to say, Coco? Look, that was an ominous well. What's going on?
I'm just saying, like, even though like I might would not fall asleep in the bed, I work from home. He would come home because he worked nights. He would come home like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. By midday, I'm still getting me some. Like the intimacy was still there. I just didn't always sleep in bed with him. I might fall asleep on the couch watching TV or some shit.
But see, that's balanced for you. You know what I mean? And that worked for the both of y'all because he was definitely
No, it
seeing.
worked for me. He didn't care for it too much.
Oh,
He
really?
wanted me in the bed.
Uh, yeah.
So why were you intentionally? I mean,
It wasn't
what
intentional. I was actually trying to be I was trying to be
consider it?
yeah, consider it because at the time I was trading forex
Uh huh.
and we would have these conference calls, well, like Zoom calls at night and it would be late. And because he worked nights, I didn't want to be in the room with him on my computer. You know what I'm saying?
Uh huh.
That would be rude.
Right.
So
So when he complained, what did you say? Did you change? Did you say, "Oh, okay, it's probably best that I don't do." Like, what was your reaction when he expressed to you? And did he immediately express his displeasure at that, or it took a while before he said, "What's going on? Why you not coming to bed, or why you not getting to bed with me?"
well, well, sometimes I have multiple reasons for different times. Like sometimes I would just be pissed off and would want to sleep in there. Other times, it would be because I was up late, or maybe, like I said, I was in the after I got done cooking and cleaning and putting the child, giving Riley a bath and putting her to bed. I would fall asleep, having my me time. I would fall asleep in the living room. It wasn't on purpose. Like, but here's the other thing: it's like you work nights. You're gonna be getting up at like 2 o'clock in the morning anyway. So what difference does it make? Like, I didn't get what the big deal was, especially if I was still, giving him the business.
Okay, it's just you weren't physically there in the bed. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Gold
And
Digger said, yes, that couple is very young for her to feel that way. It would be so sad if she spent another 10 years feeling that way. If she wants to stay with her man, it might be time to seek some counseling. And that's very true. I mean, it's, yeah, because she's in that equation that uh, Tamika read, it seems like she really was trying to seek, like, what to do here. So, yeah, that just staying on that road that they're on, they definitely need to do something about that. Definitely.
It don't seem
Sharon said,
last. Yeah.
uh-huh. Sharon said, I think it depends on the couple. As for Chris and I, we goes month. You can go a month without? I'm trying to be clear, Sharon. Okay.
um, but if we go back down that road again, I would be a little bit more considerate and try to go. I won't be up all night on the computer with y'all. Okay.
Oh, Lord. Curly Cookie said, I don't know, but I feel we should make time for the intimate part of the relationship. Okay, so Curly Cookie, you kind of came in. What if you're making time, but when you guys have the time, You guys are incompatible. What are you gonna do? Look, hop up on the set, curly cookie. You find the man of your dreams. You find the man of your dreams, and y'all compatible in every way, but that, but sexually. What are you gonna do? You willing to deal with hit or miss intimacy as long as things are good in other ways? And you know what? We haven't even talked about it really, but you guys, it can be worked on. I think unless it's just you really are with some um minutes, like literally they just don't last.
Mm.
Um, but you know what? I will say this. I will say this. You know what? Even like Valley Queen, even with the hot dogs, if you have really deep feelings for someone, even that will you can overcome that and actually have great sex. Like your body like kind of adjusts, you know, adjust to things and it still can be good. Now I know a lot of look, we not gonna even have a full size discussion, but you know, if somebody knows how to work with what they have, you know, that can be worked on. It really can. Yep. So Valid Queen says when couples have different schedules, they definitely have to do what works for them both. That's right. And Sharon said several months. And Curly Cookie said that can be worked on. Exactly. It takes even therapy. Yeah, because you know, you definitely, especially if it's something physical, that is preventing things from being good. If you have to want to care enough about them to exhaust all options, but you know, you may find yourself getting to that point where you are trying to shove about 4, 5, 6, 7 pills under their tongue, like Go Butter said.
Yeah. Well, I was younger then, and we were both young, and I really, and that was another thing I couldn't understand why it was like that. You know what I mean? When we were like in our late 20s, and I was just like, what? Like, why is this hereditary or what's going on? So yeah, but I think that it depends on where you are in your life, both. If you're in that mode where you're looking for companionship, traveling, doing things together, building, I don't know, it depends on where you are in your life. And if it's just not that important to you anymore, I mean, you definitely want to know that for yourself before just to put on your list of things that you're looking for.
Right.
He doesn't have to be perfect, right? He doesn't have to, it don't have to be 30 minutes all the time, you know?
Right. And,
Yeah.
and 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 just as we already said, look, we're talking about this, you guys. But honestly, hopefully, if anybody is listening, you're replaying, and you say, "Dang, I have been dealing with some trash sex in my relationship forever." You know, I don't know.
It's a hard one.
It's a hard one because you're in a relationship. You know y'all have a home. You know you're happy. Other than that, and then you are like, "Dang, you know." Um, does it have to be like this? And it doesn't. But you have to be with someone that does want to. I think intimacy is created. Like you have to create intimacy between you guys, and that takes a little work. And it starts, to me, the intimacy starts with the head. A lot of times, you know, people are leading into sex and you're not really intimate with that person, or your mind isn't really there with them,
Right?
and you're strictly depending on your body. And it really the best sex I've had is with, you know, not just like, oh, we having a little fling or something like that, is with people that I really truly cared for, you know, and loved. And it's the best sex because like that allowed me, like, I know with my experience with, you know, somebody that wasn't really packing, I know that my body reacted to him just because of the way that I felt about him.
Yep.
it, so you know, you have to get there too. It's the way that I felt about him. And then, like I said, look, women, you look. I don't have to tell ladies. Look, we have babies. We know. Look, you can go to the highest of the heights and to the smallest and lowest of the lows. Your body is going to adjust to that. So that's to me that's a different thing, but the intimacy has to be there if you're having if you're really not compatible but you are in other ways. It's like what's holding you guys back from having that intimacy and having that part of your relationship be good as well. So it's something to just to think about.
And then for me too, intimacy, it should start way before you guys go to bed. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's in a passing by kiss, or a passing by grab of the buttocks, or you just walk up and you hug your dude, or you know what I'm saying, just little affection, uh little moments of being affectionate with one another. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And I do agree with how you feel about that person before you even enter into that stage.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I don't know, is it as a woman, it does a lot for you. I feel like, we as women, we give out a certain roar to a man when we feel something for them in an intimate way. Um, and I feel like because of the man, being the opposite sex, they can pick up on that. And then you have a good relationship. Like you can be intimate together. So it just depends where you are. Mm.
Yeah.
It is
Well,
food for
it's definitely
thought,
something to consider, you guys.
though.
So, look, if this is you and you stuck in this, look, you ain't got to be stuck in this rut. Now, I'm not saying leave your man just because, you can't, it ain't all just fireworks every night, but, you know, work to change it if you are unhappy, and you have to do it in a positive way. Oh, what about this, you guys? Now, we did touch on it because Gold Butter touched on it, but what about if it does get to that point where you start getting angry and resentful? What should you do in that situation? Because that is a real thing to be upset about.
Just take it.
Take it.
Take it.
Take it. What do you mean?
Just take it.
Oh, you mean take it. Coco's bad.
Like if you
No better. She's bad. She's bad.
Coco, like you ain't denying me nothing. Shoot, you gotta give it to me. Give it here.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let
It's
me
your
tell
bad.
you. Let me tell you. When they sleep, that thing got a mind of its own.
Mm-hmm.
You'll wake up. They can wake up, and you can be on top. And hey, just
You
take
ain't got
it.
no choice. Oh,
Yeah, just take it.
I'm crying.
Oh my gosh. Hey, if you're
that's fun.
unhappy in that area, examine it fast. Make some decisions so that you don't waste your life. Like Gold Digger said, another 10 years go by, and this young lady is still trying to figure out what she's really doing. When she can be really, maybe she could be doing other things, and she's lacking. She's definitely lacking. It's because the sign
Yes.
there.
Can you imagine wasting, like, she's 30, right? We're on this example. She's 30 and you wait another 10 years, and then like you're literally, if you allow that time to pass. I mean, for women, honestly, women get more, as you get older. It's really the opposite for men. A lot of times men have, their stamina starts waning as they get older, and they do need assistance and things like that.
Uh-huh.
And honestly, it's the opposite for women.
Right?
Women get a little bit more open. You look, and we're gonna be have for real conversation here. A lot of times men try to make jokes and this and that. Oh well, dry, da 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 da. And it's like, y'all stop being childish, because look, it's so much stuff just look, that's a whole nother topic. Let me not even go there because yeah. There's a lot, that women don't even have to, deal with as opposed to men. It's like, yeah, I'm not even gonna go there. But yeah.
Go there.
No,
Yeah,
because
that's
it's
what
a
we here
totally other
for.
topic. Like we can, like it's a totally other topic we could talk about. So Gold Digger said flowers, favorite candy, kisses and hugs, wine and compliments that melt you are all niceties that lead to intimacy too. Absolutely. Making
Us, yeah.
someone feel appreciated and things of that nature.
Hmm.
It
Yeah.
definitely is a wonderful thing. So you guys,
Exactly.
we have had a wonderful conversation today, and I thank you guys for taking part. Um, but we're gonna get on out of here today. Coco, are you doing a show tonight? Wind down Wednesday?
Yep, I'm winding down.
Okay. Tell everybody about the show, Coco.
We're gonna get caught up on some trending topics, some hot trending topics.
Okay. Sounds good.
Candy, you got a little bit of time to go on, fix you something to eat, grab you a drink or something.
Hey, I just wanted to put this out there when we were talking about the topic of the night. Candy, do you remember when, I don't know which live it was? I don't know if we were in members, but we was talking about that dope D.
The what?
The dope D, y'all.
Dope dick.
Yes. We better go
It's
get some of
vaguely familiar. We didn't have so many member lives and
I
things like that. I don't
know.
remember.
Oh my goodness, we was talking about somebody. Oh man, forget it. I don't want to say it out because it might have been in members. Okay.
Oh,
Well, I'll
save it
remember.
and save it, and we're gonna look because just like Coke, not Coke, Tamika said, no, say it. Look, all that's a whole other show. Maybe we
Uh
might
huh.
have to have a members about that. Look,
Uh huh.
and yeah, and do that. But you guys, wind down Wednesday at what time, Coco? Because
I
I
said
had to go answer.
no. I was talking on mute. I'm sorry. I set it for 9:30.
9:30, you guys. So be there. And with that being said, thank you guys for joining me today. We had a really fun conversation. Valid is hilarious and my hoot for the night. And we will see you guys. There's no morning show on Thursdays, but morning show on Friday morning. But we definitely will be having our evening show tomorrow. So you guys join us then. Thank you guys for coming. If you didn't hit the like button on your way in, please hit it on your way out and leave a little short comment. Like I said, look, I appreciate it. Doesn't have to be anything long and drawn out. Just leave a couple words. I appreciate it, you guys. And we will see you tomorrow night. Bye.
Witches
Bye,
brew.
Thank
everybody.
Sure, it's
you.
all
Hey,
good.
Mrs.
Everybody.
Come
Brew.
to my show in 20 minutes.
Okay.
Hey, Witches Brew.